The kings of sim racing mods are back. RaceSim Studio have just dropped this, their take on the Lamborghini hypercar. Now, RaceSim Studio are no stranger to making high quality mods for Assetto Corsa. In fact, I'll go out on a limb here and say that RaceSim Studio are the best at making Assetto Corsa mods. And they're also no stranger to making hypercars, since they've already made their versions of the BMW, the Cadillac, and the Porsche. This Lamborghini is their latest creation. Now, it should be said that these are paid mods. You do have to buy these. Now, because this is RaceSim Studio, they've gone above and beyond, as always, and the attention to detail they've gone into this thing is insane. The main question is it any good? Well, to find out, we're going to have a 12-lap race around Daytona. Now, you may have also noticed that we've got all of the other prototypes that RaceSim Studio offer, as well as all of the GT cars. So this is going to be a multi-class race. Not only that, we've put time progression on so we can simulate a full 24-hour race. So there is going to be some visual eye candy. Okay, so here we are on the start line, ready to set off. I'm just going to move my brake balance forward a little bit since we've got cold tires. Put my battery in low, build up the revs, and away we go. And in the usual Assetto Corsa fashion, the AI is super wonky getting off the line and really struggle with standing starts, which really does highlight a problem with Assetto Corsa. Well, it's not really a problem, but it's a lack of rolling starts. I would really love rolling starts to be implemented into Assetto Corsa, because it is a fundamental part of these kind of races. I've just been overtaken. Can't have that. Right, I'll have that. I do believe there is a mod somewhere for rolling starts, but like, yeah, I think it just needs a bit of work. Right, let's just follow these guys through for 12 laps at Daytona. Now, Daytona is a particular one that I've went for, and the reason why I've went for Daytona for testing this car is because I feel like it just has everything that it needs. Like, it's got the long straights like that we're on right now. It's got the twisty section, and most importantly, it's got some absolutely cataclysmic bumps. So it's a real good shakedown to just see what this car is capable of, as we just get absolutely sent on by the BMW, and he takes himself out. Absolute muppet that. But we're making some good progress. We've made up 2 positions on the opening lap, hopefully 3 if we can get this Porsche. I can't cut into him right now because he's right there. Right, give me that slipstream. There we go. That's it. There we go. As we come into the first corner again, I'm a bit scared on the brakes because I know that this car does like to lock up. Right, I'm having that position, matey boy. Use that engine braking, get down into the horseshoe. Actually, is this the... hang on, which one is the horseshoe? Is it the first hairpin or is it the second one? I actually don't know. So, you guys have clicked on the video because you want to know what this car is like. But, really, do you actually need my opinion? Because it should be fundamentally obvious that this car is good, because it's RaceSim Studio. Like, name one car that RaceSim Studio have done that's bad. They haven't. All of them are phenomenal. And this is no exception, their take on the Lamborghini hypercar. But because it's RaceSim Studio, they have gone above and beyond when it comes to packing as much detail as possible into these cars. And RaceSim Studio should be seen as the benchmark. I mean, there are some studios that do some amazing work, but I just feel like RaceSim Studio were the ones to get there first, and they were the ones that have just led the way ever since. And I should also mention that this is not a paid sponsor, this video, for this car. As much as it really does sound like one right now, I honestly cannot give RaceSim Studio enough praise. I mean, they're still here, they sell their mods, and people buy them hand over fist. That should tell you everything that you need to know. It's not like iRacing, where there's much debate on the quality of cars. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. That was terrible. But because there's no, like, competitive online in AC, unless you go to LFM, that just goes to show you how good these mods are. But Racing Studio have always been the ones that have gone really far into the details. And what I'm talking about is not necessarily simply down to how the car drives and its visual aspects or aesthetic properties. What I mean is, like, if you go into the car setup, like the way you change settings in the car, like suspension, fuel, and stuff like that, Racing Studio have always been the ones that have, you know, added like extra things. There is stuff on this car that I have absolutely no idea what they do. For example, there's an option on here called BOP. Now, obviously, I know what BOP stands for, balance of performance. But what that does is that you can limit the amount of battery output that this thing does, like such and such kilowatts. I still don't know how to measure those. Right, down 2 gears, turn it in. I've gone wide. I'm driving like an absolute spoon here. Now you can already tell that the game is starting to transition into the evening time because the sky's changing color, the lights changed. It's all looking very, very nice. But yeah, back to the car. There is also one thing I do want to bring up when it comes to Racing Studios' latest models. And that is, you know, just, again, the setup. Whereas I think RSS definitely give you too much choice. There's an option in the menu called Visual. With this car in particular, there's an option to open both of the doors. So you can drive an entire race with both of the doors wide open, and it looks ridiculous. I mean, can you imagine just racing online with some people, and this comes up behind you, looking like a giant butterfly in the rearview mirror. Like, it is so silly, but it's there, and I'm not going to complain that it's there. And I should also mention that if you, it is a visual aspect of it, which means it actually has no play on the car's performance whatsoever. Right, we are making some good ground here, making our way up the grid. We're on lap 5, we're in 7th place right now as we're definitely transitioning into late evening, and it is looking jolly nice. It does look very, very pretty. Just making sure that I give them plenty of space, since they like to take some very interesting lines around here, and then we'll cut back onto the track and take you completely out. But I am in a little bit of a traffic jam. As you can see, the leader is starting to pull away. I think it's time to increase the battery output and see if we can get past these guys. Oh, the lights are coming on. This game is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I know I've said for many years that games like Project Cars 2 and Automobilista 2 are the games that you go to when you want to feel immersed. But come on, like, you can't discredit Assetto Corsa at all, especially when you've got mods as good as this, because I don't know if you can tell, actually you should be able to tell, this game is modded out the wazoo. Like, there's so much. But I feel immersed. I feel like I'm driving a racing car, and it's great. You get the best car mods, you get the best track mods, and you get all of the custom shaders, patches, options. You've got something that's a clear winner, and there is a very good reason why people still come back to Assetto Corsa after all of these years. Like, the game is, what, 11 years old now? It's still my favorite sim. Look at that! Right, come on, we've got to get past these guys. We're losing time here. Now, the traditional way of, like, naming a car and stuff like that, Racing Studio don't do that. As you can already oh, goodness me. As this Lamborghini isn't actually called a Lamborghini, if you look at the wheel, it's called a Lanzo. And this is entirely down to legal and licensing reasons. You know, they can't call it the Lamborghini without paying a huge fee, so they just make it look as close as they can. Like, it's 99.9999% of the way there, except for the badge. And the name. Right. We have caught up to the GT traffic, as I saw blue flames coming out of the rear end. Look at that! Look in the rear view mirror. Blue stuff comes out the exhaust. Right, this is our opportunity to make up a ton of places, because the AI in Assetto Corsa definitely struggle to negate traffic. What? Oh, goodness me, I've been put in the water. Oh, dearie me. Thankfully, I've got damage turned off, because I just want to have a good time here. I'm getting sent on by a I just got overtaken by a GT. Right, I don't know where to put the car. Right, let's go. Right, battery down to... Actually, no. Do you know what? We've got lots of battery to burn. I'm putting the battery on full. I was going to put it in no deploy so we can save some juice. Okay, we just... Right, now I'm putting it in no deploy. Oh, this is scary. Whoa! What? Mate, this game is 11 years old. And look at it. Right, where are we at? We're in 5th. I see 2 stragglers up there. Right, I'm going down. Right, where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? Oh, you useless Lexus. I feel like Bailey trying to navigate GT3s for 24 hours. Right, here we go. Really centered on the brakes there. Absolute steel. There we go. I'm sorry I'm not talking much through these sections. I'm just having so much fun, but also trying to keep the car on the track. This is awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Right, we've got to make some ground soon. We're in 4th. The win is definitely on the table here. And he's got a slow exit out there, and I've got him on the inside, and we're going. Right, he's got stuck behind the GT. That's another Lamborghini. That's our brethren. Right, 1st and 2nd have just about cleared the traffic. Right, I'm going to put it back in no deploy. Build up some juice, because we want to build an attack later. Come on, get it. Move on. Right, our tires are starting to go off. They are very under pressure right now because the temperature's probably dropped. Right, how many more GTs have we got? That looks like the leader. That is the leader. That is the leader. Right, now we've just got to catch them. This is a fantastic car. Absolutely spot on. Like, the car's definitely not on rails. Don't get me wrong. Like, you do have to drive this thing. Right, let me through. Never mind. It's clearly more talented than I am. Oh, the stadium seems to be having a power cut. Looks like it's going to be 3rd place in this race, but my goodness, is this a treat. I'm a bit disappointed though. I think I've got my my time progression a bit mixed up, because I was hoping it would be daylight soon, but beggars can't be choosers. This has been awesome. And what a car Race Sim Studio have made. And I highly encourage you to go and test out all of the other cars that they make as well. But what a fantastic track Daytona is as well. Just love driving here. I mean, I know I haven't taken part in the iRacing 24 hours of Daytona in a long time, but that is because I've cancelled my subscription. I've got no interest in it. It's too expensive. It's mainly, like, I can afford it, but it's just on principle, you know? I don't like being ripped off. Right. Yeah, we're not catching them, but lads, that is a 12-lap race at Daytona. And what an experience it is in this new Race Sim Studio Lamborghini. What a fantastic car they've built. And it is such a shame, once again, that Lamborghini have pulled out of WEC. Heck, I may even do some community races, where we do some multi-class community races with these cars. But there we go, lads. Race over. That was phenomenal. As always, there's going to be a link in the description for this new car. If you want to go and buy these cars, I highly recommend you get the pack, so you get more than just the Lamborghini. You get all 4 of them. And, yeah, great job, Race Sim Studio. And what an ending. What an ending. Look at the sky as it comes up to sunrise. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in supporting the channel, then my sponsors are over there on the left-hand side of the screen. Those are the guys that help support the channel. Use my affiliate links if you want to buy anything. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, I am gunning for a comeback and making content. I know it's been a bit wonky as of late, and that's going to be all for me. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.